Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is Marv Gaming and welcome back to another Bullet Force video. And today I wanted to talk about a couple things that I would love to see added in Bullet Force, but more importantly, I would love to hear what you guys have to say and suggest as well. So with these last couple of updates, they've only been really adding new weapons and camos, and for me, that's not really enough for me to keep playing this game a lot. I love the new BRT, I think it's an amazing gun, and I find it very fun to play with, and I know that they actually have a new map in development as well. I believe they revealed it on a live stream from Mobile Esports, I believe a couple of weeks back, and so that's pretty exciting. But I believe this game needs something more, something with more replay value in order to get this game kind of more exciting and get the excitement and adrenaline flowing. So I wanted to suggest a couple of things. The first thing I would like to suggest, and of course, your ideas and suggestions are greatly appreciated. And if you could leave those in the comment section down below, that'd be awesome. I'm going to send this video to You Done Son, and I will also just tag Blaze Games and Bullet Force on Twitter. And you guys sharing the video would also be really appreciated as well. So the first thing I would like to suggest is a new game mode called Rush. I've made a video about this around a year ago, and that video I don't think got a ton of views, but a lot of people saw it and a lot of people thought it was awesome, and especially with the new spectator mode added, I think this would be an even better time to add the mode into Bullet Force. So right now there are only a couple of modes in the game, and I really do think that this game should have one more mode, at least one more. Because modes are the things in games that have the most replay value, I think, and most people only usually play only one or two modes while they play a game. For example, if I hop onto Battlefield, I would only usually play Rush because it's my favorite game mode. I don't usually play Conquest, even though that's like the main game mode of Battlefield. I still really enjoy Rush, so I thought it would be a great game mode to add to Bullet Force. Because there's a lot of things in Bullet Force that I think would fit really, really well for this game. First of all, are the maps. I think there are a lot of places in the maps that would be perfect for MCOM sites or like radio relays or objectives. I think it would be great for choke points and to have like teams of like maybe 6 or 7 try and push through and just have all this chaos centered around 1 or 2 objectives. So I'm not going to explain how this game mode works in super detail because I've already done that. If you'd like to check that video out, you can do so. I think it would be just redundant for me to explain it all over again. But basically, you have attackers and defenders, and on the map, there are 2 objectives. The attackers are planting a explosive on both of the objectives, and the defenders are trying to stop them from doing that. Not only do the attackers have a time limit, but they also have a respawn limit, and the defenders and attackers can both defuse and rearm explosives as many times as they want. So it's not like in defuse mode where there's only one person with a bomb and they can only plant it one time. In this game mode, anyone can plant and anyone can defuse, well, at least only on the attackers and defenders respectively. So it creates a situation where everyone has the chance to completely turn around the game. For example, if someone sneaks around the enemy team and plants the bomb without them knowing it, it could really change up the mode, or I'm sorry, the game. And I think teamwork is a really great way to emphasize this game mode. I think there aren't a lot of times in this game where you really feel like you're working with a team. Team Deathmatch and Conquest are really only that. Obviously, they're the only game modes with a team in it, but there really isn't like one center focus of each game mode. Like in Conquest, you have points, but it's fairly spread out, and you usually just have these like maybe 1 or 2 people fights going on throughout the map, whereas in Rush it would be only 1 or 2 objectives, but it would be like basically everyone going for those objectives. So, and I think Bullet Force is really good at just this all-out chaos kind of thing, where it's just mindless fun. And I think combining the ability to have all these people centering on one objective, just kind of shooting at each other, and it being all crazy, and the fact that it would be, and the fact that Rush is a very team-focused game mode without being like you need communication. You know, in Counter-Strike, having voice communication is absolutely necessary for your team to win, whereas in Rush you don't need to have everyone calling out people and stuff, but you generally have to have an idea where your team is at and where your team is wanting you to push and stuff like that. So I think Rush is a great way to combine the gunplay and just the fast-paced nature of Bullet Force with a new kind of way of playing the game, with playing with the team and focusing all your efforts on one objective. So I think Rush is a great game mode for Bullet Force, and in the video that I have linked in the description down below, the one that I made about a year ago, I explain how this game mode could be implemented in the map City, but I think this game mode could be implemented in a bunch of different maps. Maybe with a few tweaks it could work for all maps, but I think it's definitely a game mode that could be fairly easy to implement as well. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is more simple. It's a gun, and I think that this gun is really unique, and so that's why I'm suggesting it. But before I talk about the gun, I just want to mention that when they do add a gun, when they do add guns, I really hope that they are very unique. Like for the past couple of updates, some of the guns that they've been adding, in my opinion, haven't been all that, super unique. Like for example, the AK-5C. I don't think it was worth the time and effort for them to try and make the model and the sounds and all that stuff to add that gun in, because ultimately I don't think it really is that far different than other assault rifles in the game. Now, on the other hand, they added the BRT, which is a really, really unique gun, and I absolutely have been having a lot of fun with that gun. So I think that is a great addition to Bullet Force, but I think that from now on they should only add weapons that are really, really unique. So this weapon that I'm about to suggest is a pistol. It's called the Thangfolio Thor, and it is a single shot pistol. It just fires this one huge round, and you have to like take apart the barrel of the gun to put in another round. And so the gun looks really, really cool. It sounds really, really cool, and I think it is really, really fun to play with in other games. So I play a game called Contract Wars. Contract Wars. It is on PC, and it's a free-to-play game if you'd like to check it out. And the Thor is in this game, and basically when you kill someone with this gun, they go absolutely flying. It is absolutely hilarious. And in this game, Bullet Force, they have that same mechanic. For example, if you kill someone with the BRT or the handgun, they go flying. So I think this gun would be a really fun candidate for that kind of thing where they just go flying, the ragdoll effect. But I also think it's just a really unique gun. I think the only other gun, or the only other pistol that has like a single shot mechanic to it, is the shotgun, the M320, like the dart and the explosive one, and I think that's it. All the other guns have a bunch of different, or have multiple rounds in their magazine, like the Deagle and the Glock, but this gun would be kind of like the sniper rifle of sidearms. I think it would be cool if you could attach like an 8x scope to this thing. That'd be really, really cool. So yeah, I think overall this gun would be an awesome addition to Bullet Force just because it is so unique. And yeah, so that wraps up my suggestions. However, I feel like your guys' suggestions are also really, really important. So please leave those in the comment section down below. Hopefully, if this video does go out to the developers, hopefully they will watch this video and look at the comments as well. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.